thank you for joining us on your favorite program, Sports Amplified Zim. My name is Elson Edzakanyurira, and today Ndoro he's back and feeling refreshed.
Back with the bang.
Ndoro zviri sei Ndoro?
Hapo Ndoro zviri sei.
Vanhu vaibvunza zvakanzi ko Ndoro mandebvu akaenda kuchichi wauya uri hwani ibhora ripi iroro, what is that?
Unongomboda kuti matransfer kune mamwe matimu obva zvinoti hamaya rangu timu inorova.
Team inorova, sponsor amplified Zim. And we begin today's program on a sad note, following the passing on of Tendai Ndoro, our national team striker and former Chicken Inn and Orlando Pirates. And Ndoro, the passing away of Tendai Ndoro.
It is a very sad loss to the football fraternity, and we say condolences to his family.
We say may your soul rest in peace, Tendai. Tendai Ndoro, from his playing days for Orlando Pirates mainly,
Yeah.
and the Zimbabwe national team, what kind of player was he?
For me, I enjoyed his runs. He was very energetic and very emphatic on his shots. So he was that striker where you knew you had a chance for a goal because he had that hunger and that drive. I like this passion. So it's a very, very sad day for the football fraternity.
Yeah, we as at Sports Amplified Zim would rather celebrate his footballing prowess on the pitch than mourn his passing on. We say farewell Tendai. And with that, we switch our attention to the English Premier Soccer League, and the EPL is underway, and it's back with a bang, and it's exciting and interesting as ever. And the main one, Arsenal versus Manchester United over the weekend.
Yeah, the result was great for us, but the game in itself, so, but what I'm happy is that we got the bragging rights over that team. But for them, they will take the positives in that they had a better game than us. But then again, we're not romancing the same.
And I won. Romance in and new signings with Zubimendi, with Gyokeres, with Kuna and Mbeumo in there. Your thoughts on Ndoro about their performance?
For me, I'm thinking that the United signings, they gelled more, they had more intent. But for us now, they're still finding their feet. We are still trying to make but needs a formation. So as of now, it's too early to say these guys will do more better than us in the season, or these guys won't click. So as of now, we can say that Zubimendi and Rice, they're making the combination click. And then Gyökeres, for him, it's time to get to know the runs of his other front players. So yeah, so he's adapting. So hopefully you will see his impact on the Leeds game.
Hopefully we'll see his impact in the next league game versus Leeds. Just some results from selected fixtures in the EPL. Chelsea playing to a new draw with Crystal Palace there. Tottenham beating Burnley 3-0 with Richarlison scoring a brilliant goal there.
2 worldies.
Yes.
Unlikely from him, yeah.
And Liverpool grinding result versus Bournemouth. Bora iri Ndoro taifunga kuti bora ringe rakachipa but rakazinge ratozvimbira.
I don't think they are right now have that championship metro because for Bournemouth, considering the fact that their backline has been I think that
they sold their backline from the goalkeeper down to all the defenders there.
Yeah.
And Man City beating Wolves 4-0 away from home, and Sunderland beating West Ham. The debutants there getting a 3-0 scoreline versus West Ham. And over the weekend we have Fulham taking on Man U, Man City taking on Spurs. Interesting that one. Arsenal taking on Leeds must be an easy win for Arsenal there. Newcastle versus Liverpool. Your thoughts on the other game?
Initially, on the Newcastle versus Aston Villa, I thought it was going to be more open, and I thought there were going to be games in that goal, but I didn't turn out to be a goal fest as I thought it would be. So for this one, I'm also going for a goal fest, but the fact that Newcastle, as you once pointed out, they don't now have a direct line of goal.
Yeah.
But on so it's more likely that Liverpool grind out another win again.
And your thoughts also on can you chip in on Man City versus Spurs?
This one is going to be a cracker because the Spurs are on the up and up. New coach, they have that new trophy winning feeling, and they didn't do that bad against PSG, so they'll think that they have a chance against the City. And then City, their signings, they want to prove how much good they are, that they deserve to be in that starting 11, because they are a team with so much quality, so you have to prove that you should be in that starting berth. So again, we expect a more tightly contested match between City and Tottenham.
And with that, we have West Ham also taking Chelsea, and with that, we switch our attention to local football.
They were keeping them busy, and you see even their attack, their raids, they were limited in the second half. So maybe if we capitalize maybe in the second half, we could maybe what an equalizer, but today maybe it was not going to be.
And was it that slow start? Was it a case of nerves? The BC Kariba is usually a very solid team, especially here at the back.
I want to believe.
That was some highlights from the match of Scotland taking on ZPC Kariba there. And your thoughts about those goals with Machope getting at the end of all those goals. He also scored from another mistake versus FC Platinum.
Yes.
And 2 mistakes also from the ZPC goalkeeper.
Yes.
And some are saying Scotland are paying their way to the league title. Ndara.
For me, I want to be. I always say like. For me, I'm saying I'll play the role of maybe the villain here. I don't think that these are mistakes in as much as we think. Okay, no. I actually think that these are mistakes. Because Komana, they are providing the pressure. So sometimes pressure gets you mistakes. And also when these teams play against Scotland, if you're playing against Scotland, if you're playing against Singapore, if you're playing against Moors, you know I'm playing the best teams. So maybe it's just nerves.
Okay.
Ndambokumisa
ipapo. Handisirisu tikutaura zvinhu izvi. Zvekutaura mastreets. Zvinhu zvekutaura mastreets. Hanzizvoni matimu aya paanotamba nekwekwe haaite mamistakes. Munonzwa ndini. Matimu aya paanotamba nekwekwe haaite mamistakes. But akawanza atotamba neScotland, mamistakes anenge akawanda. Ipressure igame here chii chinenge chichiitika. Both vanhu vakufunga kuti Scotland nebhegi ya. Saka vanhu vakufunga kuti pamwe taking nothing away from the quality of Machope and the Scotland team, and also Tondra Ndira, a very brilliant coach. But zvinhu zvekutaurwa mastreets ndizvozvo. Taking nothing away from the quality they have Ndara. My mistakes versus Scotland are kuwandisa.
I would think my mistakes they are happening in many other games as well. Not mistakes as such, but let's say the level of goalkeeping might be suspect, but the level is more pronounced in Scotland because already the way they came up to the first division.
So comment section maviewers edu motiudzawo mafungiro enyu kuti Scotland iri kugona bhora here kana kuti pane zviri kuitika. But obviously they have the quality to win games.
Yeah, they have the quality.
They have the quality to put teams under pressure and make those mistakes.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think about those mistakes versus FC Platinum and also versus ZPC Kariba. Mazvionera mega pama highlights up kuti mabhora acho akagowa sei. And just some news, Simba Bora. Ndara nyaya dzemagrounds dzanetsa. Simba Bora, they are looking for a venue because they can't play their CAF preliminary round versus the team from Swaziland. That's Tsingizini hot space. Tsingizini hot space from Swaziland. And Zvikunzi vanogona kunotambira kuBotswana. Yeah, Ndara, I want to pose a question kwa Muri. Category B, mabhora. Anonzi macategory B, under 17, under 23, nema CAF preliminary. CAF yange yamboti ball.
Yes.
Mukwanisa kutamba national sports.
Yeah, national sports. Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Then vazongomuka vachirevoka akati aiwa kuna ground rakadaro. Animuona. And Rufaro Stadium tutoona tega hazvide kutombonzwa expect. Rutongooneka kuti ground iri ma1. Though ma city fathers vari kuti hano zvinhu zviri under control pari kuzoita international break tichagadzirisa chichi small ndo zvavari kutaura ikoko ku city of Harare. Saka truti it's now 4 years in that without international football in Zimbabwe. Can we put this on ZIFA or can we put this on the government?
For this one, for me, I'm going directly at ZIFA, because if we say that the government should go and intervene, this takes away the responsibilities from maybe the Sports and Recreation Commission or from ZIFA in itself, because the funds, they are there, and the funds are not over, because even like what you're saying for Rufaro and whatever, they are one as a council. So you have the funds, you should renovate the stadiums. You know the stadiums, they are needed there. Yes, we have had individuals who have come in and say, let me renovate the stadium, maybe I can get proceeds from that. So initially we were against that, but here now we are seeing now that this is now at the cost of our own soccer, because Kana Siva Bora, if they are now moving across the border to have to go and play, that means you no longer have our home advantage. So for me, I'm thinking if we cannot get ZIFA cannot do it, then they should let maybe the private or even individuals who can help in, because this is now at a very detriment to our own local soccer. We cannot keep Tamba Bora Tambira Bunzi.
Panapa vauda kubatsirwa, we cannot keep tichitambira bhora kunze kwenyika. Mr. Magwizi ndofunga mazvinzwira ikoko kuzifa ikoko kuti pakuda action, pakuda action because vamwe vachatoziva kuti national team yedu iri kutambirwa nani, kana kuti maclubs edu ari kutamba mukafu kuna nani, and to have that feeling of watching international football.
Yeah.
Saka Mr. Magwizi, if you are listening, if you are watching, and pakuda action tuono international football there. Simba Bora most probably will be playing that game in Botswana, and Dembare Ndara tukangoti gaga Dembare revival Ndara, and they are getting their form at the right time.
Yeah.
Dembare is to go.
Yeah, there's now a resurgence.
They scored 3 versus Kwekwe Ndara.
I'll bet against the weaker team, but
no,
resurgence is resurgence.
Kwekwe Ndara yakatamba neFC Platinum.
Yes.
Platinum they won 2-1 versus Kwekwe.
Yeah.
Dembare away from home they beat Kwekwe 3-0.
Yeah, and they've also been on a bit of a run, because even in the Chibuku you could see that they were grinding out their victories against a very stronger side. So I would think Kevin Kaindo has come up with a magical formula. Team yakuratidza pamwe iri kufamba iri kudzoka, and baba Dodo vanenge vachingopaisa vachiita yavarikuita vachitofambisa zvinhu. So there is a resurgence in Dembare, and we know kuti 7 million iri kufara. Then we have to monitor for the upcoming games. How much would they be able to pull off what Triangle is pulling off? Because parodiwa kahaisi tikakubuda pa relegation.
Yeah, and today Yada lost to Ngezi Platinum. That's advantage Dynamos. Advantage Dynamos, because for the past 3 or 4 weeks Dynamos has been grinding results, and the teams above them they've been getting points. But now with the Yada losing, that's advantage Dynamos. If they can win this weekend versus green fuel, then there is hope they can cut the gap maybe to 2 points. And Ana Kepe Nana Boso, free falling. And for your own information, Islanders are now under a new coach. That's Dutch coach De Jong, Peter De Jong. Dutch coach. He coached Akambokocha, Akambodai, decent stint Kupo Sekoko. Saka Arguzoka. That's the season 2. Season 2. And just to give you a roundup of my fixtures, Ripopa weekend, we have Bigita taking on Islanders, Nakochwa Omnyo, and
that should be a goal face. That should be a goal face.
Tewan versus Chikenin, Simba Bora versus Kwekwe, Otto. Otto, Simba Bora versus Kwekwe. And Nene uti Simba Bora irimu championship race. This game puts pressure on Scotland. And Scotland yacho pachayo, they have a tricky game versus Rangers.
Rangers
stubborn.
Rangers Rangers for me, for the Scotland Rangers game, I'm going for a draw. If not a draw, it's going to be
behind the scenes with that team yakashota.
But not about team.
Team will turn top 5.
Top 5. For me, I'm thinking like Chandru guy. That's a good. Are we saying he helps in the formation? Striker won't striker manyama. Maybe he helps in the formation, but team Farmer, because if you're number 5, I think they are maybe 1 point behind Moors. Samukufamba.
Pane zvirikuitika ndara. Kana ari imwe team ichiwina which means ane contribution.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe wakatomubvisa
team inotorowa.
Team inogona kutanga kutorowa. And
yeah.
Pamwe ndiye munhu wacho.
Yeah.
But
for me,
that brings the
for me, if I'm thinking, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm thinking that he makes other players do go an extra mile that they wouldn't go if you had someone who you think would have. So
but heads off to Rangers. They are playing wonderful football and winning games, and they are really pushing for the top 4. That's Rangers FC there. So Simba Bora taking on Kwekwe, that should be an easy win for Simba Bora. Rangers versus Scotland, anything is possible in that game. Anything is possible. Scotland can win this one, and it can end up in a draw. For me, or even a shocker.
For me,
Rangers they've been doing
for me, that game it's a draw. It's a 1-1. It smells 1-1.
Let us know what you think about the Rangers versus Scotland game. You can send us your scorelines in the comment section. ZPC Kariba taking on Triangle. Triangle is one of the form teams together with Scotland. It's now 14 games unbeaten for Triangle. And to show progress, they are now on 11th position. You know
the teams I'm disappointed with? I'm disappointed with teams like ZPC, Kariba and T1. Because these are teams which are good teams, and in the beginning they were right or over, one and watch over. ZPC not over, T1, Wi-Fi boys want to over, but somehow there is an inconsistency within them. Such that this one for me, I don't think it's going to be an easy win for Triangle, even though they are an informed team. ZPC Kariba might just find their form again as well and win. So that's another game I'm expecting goals in. But Triangle, very kudos to them. They have moved out of the relegation zone. But I want ZPC Kariba, I want T1 to just turn on the lights again, because you guys might turn to over.
So FC Platinum taking on Cape United, the free falling Cape. Bakala mdara pane zikuzikano eraba.
Bakala.
I will not mention names, but pane player Cape. Who is quoted as saying Maastricht player arobuda ichoti zvoni ndaralodza aitaura bhora ndaralodza ipride chete but bhora aitaura uyu aripo hanzi tikukundwa kuripasa tikukundwa kurimaka tikukundwa kugohwesa hanzi hapana chinhu chatiri kugona mudara hanzi madepartments ese we are failing. So Cape United supporters those that Moriko go let us know what do you think, is Bakala the right coach for this team going forward for Cape United? Manika will be taking on Mons and Dara quickly prediction now.
Moors has to win. They've been free falling as well. Our team engaged Roa. So now is the time to get back on that side of get back into the championship game. Though Manikao as well, some teams are they are fighting for their survival. Moors have to get over the line here.
And the revival continues there with Dynamos Dembare 7 million taking on Greenfield. Borero running out of the belief is now there, and Dynamos are winning games.
But you know what I like about teams like the Greenfield?
Yeah.
They dig in deep. Kana mchiwina, mnenge mashanda baba. Kana mchiwina, mnenge mashanda.
Kana mchiwina, mnenge mashanda. And that message will resonate well with the Dynamos as well, because they are winning and they are working hard. And with that, we come to the end of the program, and we thank you for watching, and keep on supporting Sports Amplified Zim. Thank you.